Hello, welcome to Tim's Antique Trains. Today we are going to take a look at a modern replica of a Fairbanks Morse diesel switch engine. Is this modern plastic model locomotive worthy to keep a place on my antique model railroad? This is a Walthers Mainline engine. As you can see, it's made in Austria. Here is why I have this engine. First, it is the Chicago and Northwestern Railroad. Second, it is a Fairbanks switcher. As a kid, I had several opportunities to ride in a Fairbanks engine, although the real one was Milwaukee Road Colors. Also, the CNW is the line my grandfather worked for, and he may very well have operated the real version of this engine, or ones just like it. So there's a lot of sentimental reason to have an engine like this. The Fairbanks engine has a very unique sound because of the opposed piston engine style. There's lots of information out on the internet about the Fairbanks engines, so let's talk a little bit about the one on my bench. As we will see later, this engine has a skew-wound motor connected to a set of reduction gears which provides a 14:1 gear ratio. This plus a lot of weight inside gives the engine a lot of pulling power, even at realistically slow speeds. This engine has very smooth flywheel operation start and stops, no jerking the passengers or freight. Also, I have upgraded it to directional LED headlights, which are very bright even at low speeds so the engineer can see better. Now, there are a couple things I don't really like about this engine. One is the all-plastic construction of the shell and details. I understand this is not a premium locomotive, but the plastic hand railings are very fragile and can easily bend or break. I have already had to re-glue them several times. This engine is also difficult to work on. To access the inside, you have to remove the two screws that hold the coupler mounts in place. Then the shell slides off. The motor can be removed by a single screw on the top and bottom of the frame. I also had to completely rewire the locomotive as it came with a DCC chip on board. This was an aftermarket add-on, and since I only run DC, out it came. I tried disassembling a truck to replace the wiring and the power pickups fell off. I had to super glue them back in place. It was a very delicate operation. Not at all easy like an Athearn. However, after a lot of patient work, the engine runs great on DC power. The last main problem with this engine, which came from the factory, was the mismatched couplers. For some odd reason, the factory coupler mounts and couplers did not fit, no matter what I tried. So away with the oddball plastic couplers, and in with the KDs. The KDs were super easy to install, and dropped right in, and are also metal, so that's a win-win. So that is my review of the Walthers Mainline Fairbanks Morse switch engine. Thanks for watching.